My name's Cameron. I'm the CEO of Aspire, as you can see here. It's the biggest head I've seen. But anyway, so basically I come from 15 years in the construction industry, right? I started as an apprentice, and basically back then they teach you to put all the hazardous and the bad stuff at the bottom of the skip, right? And not to recycle or repurpose. And over the years, that sort of got to me a bit. And basically, back in 2018, I stumbled across a platform called Aspire, which CSIRO, which Sally was talking about. And CSIRO, has everyone heard of CSIRO? Put your hands up. You'd be surprised how many people haven't. Okay, I'll tell you. But and their data analytics arm called Data61 created an algorithm inside these businesses, like a matchmaking algorithm, like a dating website to match these resources. And what we did is we turned Aspire into an asset management platform. So we treat resources as an asset, and what we do is we try to help businesses repurpose them. Like a good example is, a lot of construction companies, they pay a lot of money to get rid of someone to take away their assets. And what we try to do is rehome them before they go into landfill. But what I'll do is I'll play a quick video.
We live in a world of endless consumption, of make, take, and throw away. But the time has come to rethink the process. Aspire is giving businesses a new way to solve their issues with waste. We've pioneered innovative software to create an online marketplace that trades waste as a resource. It's a matching service designed for businesses to exchange or purchase resources that would otherwise be discarded, because one business's trash can be another's treasure. Aspire's online platform sets businesses of any scale on the path to a circular economy and unlocks ways to save costs on waste disposal and even earn revenue from selling existing waste. The platform also helps to create new supply chains, connect businesses, build innovative solutions for reuse and recycling, and reduce the environmental impact of waste disposal. Aspire's matchmaking algorithm has connected hundreds of businesses to reuse, recycle, rethink, and repurpose their waste, creating cost savings, resolving issues surrounding waste, and diverting resources destined for landfill. Here's how it can work. A business, like a hotel group, becomes a member of Aspire. Aspire creates an account to suit that business. For a hotel group, that means different departments are set up to trade waste as a resource through the platform. Departments then upload their waste resources. Interested parties on the Aspire platform can connect, negotiate and arrange exchanges, and report on their progress for supporting the local circular economy to their customers, community, and shareholders. Aspire, empowering businesses to exchange waste as a resource.
Yeah, so that's just a quick snippet of what we do. One thing too I want to bring to your attention. Back in 2018, the Australian Federal Government brought out a national waste policy. I don't know if anyone read it, but there was quite a concerning line in the middle of it that said basically a 5% shift in material efficiency will add $26 billion to Australia's GDP, right? That's just the 5%. So imagine that compounding difference of people working towards a circular economy, what it will do in the long term. So that's just, something to take a think about there. But basically, one thing I want to do too is talk a little bit about the difference between a circular and a linear economy. As you know, at the moment, majority of what we do is linear. I think the world is only 8% circular. So that's one thing that we want to do and we want to change. And on the screen, I don't want to be able to daunt anyone with any big figures or that the world's going to end or anything. But however, you can see here that basically the resources demand will double more by 2060. So these materials are very finite, and what we need to do is repurpose and rehome them or get a more extension of life out of it. And basically, and what we want to do is basically switch to a circular economy, right? And a circular economy is reusing or repurpose of these resources. So a circular economy can be quite easy. It's even the chairs that you're looking at. that once they hit the end of the life or no longer the auditorium needs them, we give them to a school or something like that. They can get repurposed. Again, that's the circular economy. That's how we can use it. You can pull it down to the steel or use it as the chair. And one of the great things that we do at Aspire is we can keep these resources in purpose longer and longer. I think the other day we ran a report on the platform, and we had one organisation that's actually done 23,000 transactions through the platform. I was blown away. And one of the things that the platform does too is we measure carbon credit, embodied carbon verification. So if you exchange a chair or exchange a good through the platform, we can actually report on your embodied carbon reduction. And a lot of organisations use that for their goals. Okay, so that's another sort of value add that we do. Depends on the person. We saved this organisation, once they put the information through the platform, I think it was $3 million. That's 12 months worth of work. We could actually measure they saved $3 million by being circular. So again, that's nothing to sneeze at, but it's also, that's testament to the business and what they're doing. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to here to help these businesses. How Aspire works. So basically, it's a SaaS-based platform where all you need is an email and a device to register and play. What you do is you upload your resources. The algorithm inside the platform does the matches, and it'll alert businesses on the demand side or anyone who wants it to take it. So what we do is we put them together, and then they can match and they can do whatever they need off it. It takes probably less than 1 minute to upload one resource or 200 resources. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, we're creating sustainable ecosystems. So basically, again, this is another sort of bit more of a graphical slide of how it works. Obviously, businesses upload a resource, the algorithm matches, and then the resource is exchanged. On the back here, this is one of the most effective resources, things that I've come across to keep these resources out of landfill. The data and connection that we get out of it, especially with landfill diversion, we can aggregate that over organisations. But at the end of the day, we're creating reports and the want and the need for businesses to change their behaviour. Like, we work with businesses that are only 2 people, and they're all worried about saving money and time. Where we work with big organisations that, they're all about the ESG component, but it doesn't really matter. The platform can service both sides of the industry. These are some of the impact of what we've done so far up to 2022. You can see here the platform generated revenue. So that's what businesses have saved or earned through the platform. We don't take money from that. We just report on it. You can see the landfill diversion. I think we're way up on that at the moment. I think we just did 200,000 tonnes last week. So how the platform works, it's actually rewarding these businesses. In the embodied carbon down here, you can see, we haven't even done this financial year, but you can see it's up around 60,000 tonnes. And we're quite proud of that. But again, that goes back to our businesses and the community that we're creating. Now to the cool part. I want to talk to you about some of the case studies that we've got. We've had through the platform. I'll come over here so I don't stand in anyone's way. But this is a nice and exciting one. Like, who gets plastics that comes through their business most days? Yeah, exactly right. So we had, the other day, I think it was about 4 or 5 tonnes of plastics come through in exchange. But we can see here, through 2 local businesses exchanging on the platform, we've diverted 120 kilos from landfill. The savings there to the business, that's direct costs. And you can see them, but down there it's like 26, the equivalent of 26 trees. That's the carbon absorption that we're going to do and we can report on. So that's just one. We get 2,500 transactions a year on average. This is another super exciting one. This one's from down the coast. But this is one of the really good ones I like to pull out because there's no doubt that no one drives past a construction project any one time during the day. Drive past, walk past, they're always going on. And a lot of the goods end up in landfill. They normally go for the cheapest skip and the cheapest landfill and where it ends up, but it does. So basically, by these 2 businesses meeting on the platform, we've managed to divert, it's almost 50 tonnes of CO2 emissions from, avoided. You can see the waste disposal costs on the businesses there, the saving. But yeah, this is just sort of one of the ideas that we've got. There's another case study back from Victoria that I'm quite proud of. There was an organisation that was spending about $7,000 a week sending fresh produce to landfill, right? It was the cheapest and quickest thing to do. The Coles, it was too big for the Coles and Woolies. They listed it on the platform and they matched with businesses locally within about 5 kilometres. And one of the businesses that they matched with was a zoo, and the zoo was 5 kilometres down the road. And every day they drive past each other, wave, say hello, they know each other quite well, but they never thought they could actually transact on this part. So basically, obviously, some of the fresh produce went to the zoo, but also a lot of it went to an organisation that made meals for disadvantaged Australians. And that was one of our big ticks, because off the back of that, they didn't have to run around, grab so much, spend so much time trying to source these goods, and off the back of that, they could start hiring people, which is good. This is the last, another one too, an organics exchange, another close one that I like talking about. You can have a look here that basically it's saved the organisations almost $25,000 in waste disposal costs or having to buy it. So that's another big upside. So basically this is where, come to the end. The call to action, guys, have a look, jump onto the platform. It's free for any business under 100 employees in Noosa to use, okay? So that's what Noosa's done as a part of trying to build a circular economy ecosystem here. And also too, we have over 200 different types of commodities that can get exchanged, from organics to finished goods to construction, you name it. Aaron and I are going to be here for the morning, so please sing out if you need any questions. But thanks for your time, and I hope you got some more information about being circular out of this. Thanks, guys.